Hello, Group 2 of Innovation and Education Endeavors. My name is Matthew Pompa, and this is my discussion post video for regarding the community scan research. I do have to apologize in advance as I am recording this video on my iPad rather than my home computer. My webcam just didn't want to cooperate with me, so here it is. I do got to tell you that I did try to do research specifically on one area. Primarily on the zip code 85031, which is the heart of the Maryville district here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's about 10 miles away from me. It's an area I'm really interested in working with next year. I plan on teaching in the Alhambra Elementary School District or Cartwright District, so I thought I'd do some research beforehand. To kind of go over the summary of my data, as isolating the 85031 zip code, I was able to pull up a number. So about 29,000 people live in that specific zip code, and about 40% of that number are currently living in poverty or below the poverty line. The median family income for this area is about $43,000. The poverty line for this area is about $23,000 for a household of 4 people. And again, about 40% of that number, so about 12,500 people are living below that poverty line. I couldn't really pull a medium income for families specific to this zip code. So I did have to expand out a little bit. I had to broaden my search, and I had to expand out by counties. So going over Maricopa County, the numbers for a medium family house income for a male is about 77,000, and for a female it's about 60,000. So that kind of brings me into that certainly brings me into my discoveries that kind of challenge my assumptions, because those numbers would actually be quite lower when you're referring to the Maryville district. The Maryville district is known to have a very high poverty rate. So you really wouldn't see the average male or female making above, $50,000 a year in this area. Like mentioned before, the average family household income for this area is about $43,000. And again, about 40% of those people are living below poverty. So just to kind of, touch base and go back to the summary of data for this, only about 43.4% of the population in this, Maryville district zip code have finished high school or an equivalency of high school, like a GED. Those numbers are pretty high, I felt, so above 12,000, people. About 60% of this number is made up of children below the age of 16. So there are quite a high number of children living in poverty for this area, roughly about almost 18,000 people. Something I pride myself in, my uncle actually is a councilman for this district, and I love to contribute as much as possible. And again, like I mentioned before, I want to teach in this district. Something I pride in is the resources that we provide for these community members. Some family resource centers like Chicanos para la Casa, sorry, my Spanish isn't the best, but Chicanos para la Casa is a nonprofit organization that really opens its door for the Hispanic population or community, but doesn't really shy away to helping people from Iran, Iraq, from Caucasian, African American. It really doesn't matter. They really aim to helping people in poverty, but it's just founded, it's a nonprofit organization founded by Hispanic individuals. So that's where they kind of get their name. Maryville does offer a lot of resources, and especially from the government, like the WIC assistance program for new mothers, providing parenting classes, child nutrition assistance. Something I was really, like, a discovery that kind of shocked me was I figured because the Maryville district was high in the Hispanic community or numbers, I thought most of the numbers would be made up of Hispanic members, and after doing census report research, I noticed there's just as many Caucasians living in poverty as Hispanics, and just as so as African Americans. So that kind of surprised me there. Let's see. So my I kind of talked about the connection to this area. My uncle, it's his district. It's something he works in. I feel really connected to the area. I plan on teaching there. But my overall reflection to the community scan report is I was shocked. I didn't expect those numbers to be so high. Um, I did expect a higher Hispanic population number to be contributing to the poverty number, only because, Arizona is just right there at the border of Mexico. So of course, there's a lot of Mexican immigrants that do cross over. Um, but then I was really shocked to find out there are just as many Caucasians living in poverty as Hispanics. So this kind of my reflection. Numbers are like I thought would be high. So thank you for watching my video, my community scan report. Have a great day.